you imagine going up to Jesus, mind you, Son of God, Savior of the world, and saying, hey, when you end up on your throne, can I be second in command? Are you kidding? But here, James and John, they're doing that exact same thing. The New Living Translation puts it like this. They replied, when you sit on your glorious throne, we want to sit in places of honor next to you, one on your right and the other on your left. And as a result of this selfish ask, Jesus takes a moment to teach his disciples that they are not to follow the way of the world, that the kingdom that Jesus has come to establish is something very different than they would recognize in the world around them. It's not what they're expecting. Jesus says there's something different about the kingdom that I am going to bring about. He tells them, you've seen how these kingdoms of the earth work. Your understanding has been clouded with the way that humanity corrupts power. You've heard that, right? What does Jesus say about anybody who wants to become great? What does he say? Anyone who wants to become great must become a servant. Whoever wants to be first must become a slave. That's weird language for Jesus to use. And I will tell you, some people use this as a way to say, even Jesus says that slaves are okay. That's not what Jesus is saying. Just so we're clear. But what Jesus is presenting is some upside-down radical kingdom thought. Jesus himself, the very Son of God, came to serve and to give his life as a ransom for many. We just read it in 45. For even the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve and to give his life as a ransom for many. Think about it. Jesus, God incarnate, who was there at the creation of the universe, who reigns on high, who was without him, nothing was made that has been made, gave up his heavenly privilege to become like us. He set aside his birthright in order to wrap himself in human flesh. And his whole life was the perfect example of what service looked like. He embodied what God expects from each of us. The way we treat our neighbor, the way we love those around us.